Throw it into your geraniums. Just 1 teaspoon will make them regain their color. It's a surprising but very effective method for fertilizing geraniums. Let me show you how to prepare this fertilizer. The most important thing is to save the potato peels when you're peeling potatoes for dinner. Don't throw them away, as they contain essential elements like potassium and magnesium, which are crucial for plant health. These nutrients help stimulate blooming in geraniums. Spread the peels out on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. It's best to leave the sheet in the sun for about an hour to let the peels dry completely. After that, prepare a grinder for milling. Put the peels into the grinder and grind them. If you have a lot of peels, you may need to repeat this process. The result is a perfect powder made from the peels. That's why it's important to make sure the peels are thoroughly dried. Add this powder to your geraniums every 2 weeks. Just sprinkle it over the plants before watering. You'll be amazed by the results. This natural fertilizer makes my flowers grow like crazy. It contains everything flowers need. I can use it on any plant in the house. My plants have finally stopped getting sick, and their roots have strengthened. The flowers are beautiful and healthy. Thanks to this fertilizer, potted plants have large green leaves. It increases the number of buds and shoots in flowering plants. This homemade mixture contains all the essential elements: potassium, phosphorus, calcium, silicon, zinc, and others. To prepare it, you'll need rice and either a blender or a coffee grinder. Start by making rice flour from the rice. Meanwhile, get a jar ready. Put a teaspoon of rice flour into the jar. Add 1 teaspoon of sugar. Heat 500 milliliters of water. Pour the hot water over the mixture in the jar. Close the jar and let it sit for 3 days. After this time, strain the mixture through a fine sieve. Dilute it. Add 500 milliliters of water for every 100 milliliters of fertilizer. You can save the rest of the jar's contents for later use. Now, water your plants with this mixture and wait for the results. Simply add them to each pot, and your geraniums will bloom wonderfully. They grow faster and immediately produce many new buds. The flowers are large and have a beautiful, vibrant color. For many people, walnut shells are worthless and often end up in the trash. This is a big mistake. I'll show you how to make a flower fertilizer from them. Take about 20 walnuts and remove the shells, as it's the shells we'll use for the mixture. They contain a wealth of nutrients, including potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, and calcium, as well as fiber, amino acids, proteins, and tannins. Place the shells in a pot and cover them with a liter of water. Then, simmer them on low heat with the lid on for 20 minutes. After this time, turn off the heat and let the mixture cool. Once cooled, strain the mixture. Finally, dilute the solution in a 1:2 ratio with water. You can confidently water your flowers with this mixture. You'll notice the difference almost immediately. The color will be more vibrant, and most importantly, the number of flowers will significantly increase. I add this to water and water my geraniums with it. They grow faster and immediately produce lots of new buds. The flowers are large and have a beautiful, vivid color. All you need is a large bottle. Pour 1.5 liters of regular water or rainwater into it. Next, you'll need some lager beer. Add a few teaspoons of this liquid gold to the bottle. Use natural or organic beer without additives or preservatives, as these can be harmful. The beverage of the gods contains yeast, sugars, and carbohydrates, which can serve as a quick source of energy for soil microorganisms. Yeast contains potassium, phosphorus, and magnesium, exactly what flowering plants like geraniums need. You'll see that this water will further strengthen your geraniums. Remember, geraniums don't like too much water, so water them in moderation. This water with a bit of lager is perfect for geraniums. In a short time, they will reward you with beautiful flowers. Especially during hot weather, mineral-rich water from the liquid gold will be very beneficial for geraniums. 1 tablespoon of this powder can save plants that are sick and tired from the heat. Turmeric is known for its strong antifungal and antibacterial properties. To prepare this plant-saving mixture, take turmeric and add 1 teaspoon to a liter of warm water, then stir. If you've recently transplanted your plant and it needs extra nutrients, add 1 more ingredient. Prepare 100 milliliters of milk and mix it into the water with turmeric, stirring well. Before using this mixture, strain it through cheesecloth to remove any solids. Pour the strained mixture into a spray bottle and apply it to your plants. Avoid spraying directly on the leaves, as this may cause them to dry out. Instead, apply the mixture to the soil or the plant stems regularly every few weeks. Your plants will revive and flourish. Give this to your flowers, and even those scorched by the sun will revive. It's a supplement you can make at home, and it helps all weakened plants. If the leaves of your plants are sunburned or dried out, you can help your plant recover. All you need are supplements that you might already have in your medicine cabinet. Folic acid helps plants maintain healthy metabolism and DNA. Folic acid is also known as vitamin B9. It stimulates growth and accelerates flowering. Glycine is an amino acid that is a fundamental component of plant tissues and chlorophyll. Thanks to glycine, the process of photosynthesis proceeds correctly, resulting in healthy, greener leaves. Take 1 tablet of folic acid and 1 tablet of glycine. Crush them in a mortar and pestle as finely as possible. Transfer the crushed tablets into a container of water. Mix well until they are completely dissolved. Pour the solution into a spray bottle and use it to spray the leaves of the plants, as well as to water them regularly. You will quickly notice an improvement. The plants will revive, become lush and green, and begin to bloom beautifully. This spoonful will make your geraniums grow like crazy. Today, I'll share a secret you'll thank me for. The volume of your flowers will significantly increase, thanks to 2 ingredients. Their combination provides the flowers with all the vitamins and minerals they need to bloom. Let me show you what to do. First, prepare a 5-liter jug of water. Now, it's time for the main ingredient of this fertilizer: fresh yeast. Yeast is a source of amino acids essential for the synthesis of proteins and enzymes in plants. You'll need 10 grams of it. Measure it out using a kitchen scale and then add it to the jug. Next, we need to add a special powder to the water with the yeast. You might be surprised, but this is eggshells. Eggshells are rich in many minerals, such as calcium, which is crucial for the growth of our plants. Here's how to prepare the powder. Rinse and dry the eggshells, then crush them into small pieces, or even better, grind them into a fine powder using a blender. Add 1 tablespoon of this powder to the jug with water and yeast. Mix everything thoroughly. Use this nutrient-rich water to water your geraniums. You'll notice the difference almost immediately. Their color will be more vibrant, and above all, the number of flowers will significantly increase.